Oh man, this looks like crap. But anyways, here's the next project. It's a 98, 97 area, 350 block. It's actually, for the most part, complete. Still got the OEM pistons and everything in it. It's a virgin block. If you're going to get into a 350 old small block or a new model small block, the best thing to do is to get a late 90s block, because you're going to get the roller motor. It's going to be pretty new. It's probably not been touched yet. I'm probably going to reuse the crank that's in it, and the reason why is because I've already pulled some caps off in this block. This crank looks very good. It just needs a polish. If it don't need a polish, we'll go 10. We'll do a 10-10 on the crank. I might reuse these rods. I don't know if any of y'all have experience with these factory GM rods in these motors. Just let me know if they're anything like the old GM Performance X rods, if they're comparable in strength or not. If I do use these, I'm going to get them, all of them straightened out, make sure they're all good and get them cleaned up. They're actually very clean, to be honest with you. I mean, if I can sit here and do this and there's not much of anything but some oil residue coming off, that's pretty darn good. We got a windage tray here. I'll probably keep this on there, most likely. If not, ain't no big deal. I just wanted to keep it on there. It's just something they came up with, and of course it's going to be a one-piece rear main seal on this motor, which is a great thing. Timing cover had to go with plastic. It's got the crank sensor in it and all that stuff. All that stuff had to go. Probably reuse the harmonic balancer. I'm going to do all new pulleys on it. We're still going to go back to the serpentine style instead of the old V-belt stuff. This has got to go. This is where your power steering, I believe that's where that would have been. Power steering pump would have mounted down here with these studs. So these studs hold this bracket. I believe that's the point to pull it. On these motors like this that have a lot of build up and stuff like this, I'll usually replace this. This is your oil filter adapter. Just because I don't want to take no chances on that. And you can see here where I pulled off the oil pan seal, how clean everything is. Other than, you got some sludge and stuff where it's missing oil changes and stuff. But, it's not horrible. Place the rear main seal, bearings, and of course we're going to bore it out and do a 125 dome top. I didn't get heads with this motor, but I didn't really want heads. I'm going straight to aluminums. I got a buddy that works over at Nichols Performance, not too far away from here. He buys the heads. He does all the head work himself. They're pretty inexpensive as well. They're about $7.50 for a set or so. But yeah, you can change these covers out, these plastic covers, for the older style covers. It's the same bolt pattern and everything. I'm going to be going to a billet aluminum cover, just because I hate them stamp steel ones. They suck. Had a brand new water pump on it. See, that's where people don't paint them. Of course, it's a roller motor. You always want to do a roller motor in building performance. We're trying to build about 525 or so horse out of this block. Not too sure what's going to go in yet, but I'm just going to get all the parts here ready for the motor, and then send the block off later on down the road once I got a car here for it to put it in. I don't want to have a motor sitting here with pistons and rings and all that stuff in it. It does take time to build one, but wouldn't take as long as it would take me to get a car here. We're going to do an OEM replacement oil pump. We're not going to reuse or replace this oil pickup with that factory style. We're going to go to a 7-quart oil pan and go to a different pickup that will work with that 7-quart oil pan. And the only reason why you do that is just to make sure you don't run out of oil. in the oil pan. Everybody wants to go to a high volume or high pressure oil pump. There's no need for any of that stuff unless you're turning 7,000 RPM, which is hard to do with a push rod engine anyways. But just do a factory mailing replacement on the oil pump. Of course, we're not going to replace that, like I said. We're going to do Moly cleave-out bearings all throughout, of course. Now we got to stick it to the Moly family. I was actually going to order some Moly pistons, and when I was thinking about doing a 383 stroker with this motor, and I got a quote on that. That's still on the table, but I highly doubt it. There's the original cam, lifters, and all that stuff is still in it. We got good clearance on their rods and everything. Everything seems pretty good on it. I mean, I'm not going to check in and play because we're replacing all the bearings anyway, so that won't matter. Double roller timing set, roller cam. We're going to be going to ARP timing bolts for the cam. It's the cam bolts that holds the timing gear on the front of it. And then we'll be using this set right here for this plate. We will be using that plate, of course. You always want to do that. Probably go to current cams for the valve springs, the cam, probably the lifters as well, and the we're probably going to do stamps. We're probably going to do the steel roller rockers that they just came out with not too long ago on this motor. So pretty sick lately, so my voice is extremely deep. I'd flip it over, but I had to get a new engine stand, and the old bolts I had were way too long, so they stick out too far. I've got to get shorter ones. You can tell how much it sticks out. I have to actually pick up the front of the engine by the the crank puller out there and have someone turn it over until I get them new bolts. That's gonna be fun. I'll probably just pull the rafter, jack it up the rafter out there, and do one bolt at a time. But local speed shop, you're getting all the parts from, of course. You gotta support the local speed shops. But yeah, I'm gonna cut the video there at 7 minutes or so, probably 8 minutes by the time I get done to run my mouth. But I will do a lot more documentation on this engine than I did on the last engine. That's my 83 Camaro. Be looking for the next video that I upload. Will probably be it running. I might live stream that. Right now I'm waiting on a Edelbrock AVS2 650 manual choke coming to go on that motor. So we're going to be running those little heads like I talked about, and we're going to be running a MSD Street Fire distributor, 8mm plug wires, probably from Moroso, AC Delco plugs. I'm not too sure which ones yet. I need to do some more research, because that if you have a cold plug, a hot plug, you need to know which one you need to put in your motor. So running 64cc chamber heads, we'll have about 10.72 to 1 compression or so. That's a rough estimate, of course, because we don't know how thick our head gasket's going to be yet, and how much in the hole the pistons are until we get them in there. We might have to take some material off the deck, probably 15 thousandths if we do. I don't know, we'll see, because what we're going to do is we're going to take this down to the machine shop, and we're going to make sure our mains are straight, our cam journal's straight, and then we're going to check from center to top of the deck, make sure it's the right length it's supposed to be everywhere, make sure the deck's still flat. This motor has no signs of being overheated, so we should be pretty straight. You know, the factory does have some variations in that, of course. It's hard to make that dead on every time, but they're usually pretty darn close. You might see 2 or 3 thousandths or more on your deck. You know, variation from one corner to the other or something. But you wanna check out that kind of stuff and check your heads and everything. Make sure, even on the brand new ones, the guy that does those heads, he laps them in and all that stuff. So I ain't gotta do none of that. I'll go in, I'll check, I'll make sure they're seated, you know, they got a wide enough contact area so we don't burn a valve. But yeah, stay updated. I'll try to keep y'all updated. It's hard to do videos when I'm doing this stuff, but I plan to start ordering parts mid-January on this one. And give it some more time here. Plus, around January, I'll get a raise and probably start working a little more hours, making some more money. So, if that's the case, this will come up pretty quickly. So, stay updated. Stay tuned, I should say, on 350 roller. I'll keep y'all posted as much as I can, and look forward here in the next couple of days the video on the 83Z build. So thanks for watching. Oh yeah, by the way, that's the first startup on the 83. So all those videos that have that blue engine on there, if you go back and see how far back those go, add about 2 or 3 months on that. That's how long it took me to build that motor. So, but yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Peace out.